Hey, check out the Miles Play boys. I'm back in this video reacting to another Kevin Samuels video. This video is titled Men Need to Mind Their Business. Do we? Do we really? All right, before we get into it, make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel. The channel is blowing up. We need 98 subs till we hit 1,000. Wow. Please subscribe right now. Get your mama to subscribe. Get your grandma to subscribe. Get your stepdaddy to subscribe. Without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to start where he talks to this girl, and then we're going to hop to the beginning. Let's get it.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. How are you?
I have my earphones connected. Give me one second to connect them.
Okay.
Hello?
All right. Go ahead.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How old are you?
Hi, I'm 22 years old.
All right.
Old
So
at
what's going on
22.
with this bonnet stuff?
Personally, I just had a conversation with my godmom about this because, I'm from Philly and I see it a lot. And she actually sent me the skit with Monique. And I had a comment on it and I just was like, I feel as though me personally, I'm a hairstylist, so your hair has to be done, and how you are presented is how people are going to portray you, or how you present yourself. That's
Okay.
one. So you just have to be careful with that. And then a lot of women say they're looking for a certain man, but aren't doing the things that they should be as a woman. Personally.
Okay.
And
so is it okay? Is it all right? So are you pro bonnet or anti bonnet? Do you care?
Definitely believe you should not be wearing bonnets. So
okay.
No bonnets.
No, that's a no-no.
So are you married?
Not married.
Do you want to be married one day?
Yes.
You have any kids?
No kids.
I'm gonna ask you one question.
Okay.
As a woman who wants to be married, do you want children one day?
Yes.
Why the tongue ring?
Why the tongue ring? I honestly
Kev, you know exactly why the tongue ring, boy.
didn't think about it when I got it, but I feel like once I get older, I will take it out. Like maybe now. I did it because I was young. So like now that I'm getting older, I know that.
But you're 22?
Yes.
How old were you when you got it?
17.
How old were you when you got it?
Literally, I just got it 2 years ago. I was 20.
Okay. So, and why?
If I tell you, please do not judge me, okay?
Ooh, I'm not gonna judge you.
She's gonna tell you.
The person I was with, before, he said he didn't mind me getting it, and I wasn't going to get it if he, disagreed with it. So I just kind of got it anyway. He said it was fine. So I'm not gonna say I did it for him because it was a 50-50. I wanted to get it as well, but if he had a problem with it, I wasn't going to get it.
But do you think it was cute, sexy? What?
I thought it was maybe sexy. I don't know.
Do you know what men associate that with, though?
It could be associated with a lot of things, yes.
What do you think most men associate it with?
Maybe she's fast. Maybe she does things with her tongue, of course.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The first time I did, let's see, the purpose of tongue rings. Have you ever looked it up?
No, I have not.
Let's look it up.
But I'm pretty sure
I'm
pretty sure it's to please your companion.
It says, what is the purpose of a tongue ring? When used for oral sex, a small metal ball or tongue ring at the tip of the ring to add pleasure, tease, and such and so forth. Some people said the tongue ring was an honor or a gift to the gods, but that's not what we do these days. Most of the time, it's associated with oral gratification. And that's why I asked you initially, if you want to be married one day, you have to already be thinking about you're somebody's wife in training. Well, what kind of men are you attracting? What kind of image are you setting? And it's not like that's necessary. So I would just say,
me being young and me having to think about it for the future, now that I am thinking about it, that's something that I will, rethink, especially if that's in my future, to me wanting to be married,
Well, you're not really young. Your grandma, if you go back my grandmother was married by your age. We keep saying young.
Yeah.
I would say, look,
I think because the guys that I date are older, so they're always calling me young. So
okay.
I don't really date anybody my
Were you raised with your dad in the household?
Unfortunately not. That's the typical story. No.
Typical story. Without her father, she wants to be a throat goat. Gawk 3000 come from the young 22 girl right out of Philly. And look, everyone thinks being sexy is cool, tattoos, tongue rings, but let's keep it real. None of this stuff age well. You might as well be young your whole life because none of it ages well. Okay? Hey, look, I dated a few girls with tongue rings. It's cool, it's fun, but you're just a fun girl. Do you want to send a message that you're a fun girl? Do you want to send a message that you're a wife? There's a difference.
Not.
So if your dad was in the household, do you think he would be all right with that?
Ooh.
No.
Then that's your answer.
Ooh.
That's all I'm saying is like women
do things that they know their father wouldn't let them do, but if he's not in the house, they'll still do it.
And to let their daughters do whatever, but as a man, I'm telling you, you know,
it would be a different ball game, I'm pretty sure.
Well, then take the thing out because you don't need it. That's all I'm saying. You don't need it then. Bye.
All right, so we're going to stop it here. We're going to go back to the beginning. Kevin Samuels monologued a lot of this episode, but I like to get all the talking parts out the way. Now let's focus on the message he has to say.
Try to be as respectful about it as possible. But I do have a question, man. And I'm going to read it just the way I posted it on YouTube. This all started out when the comedian Monique made a video talking to women, saying, you know, basically take those bonnets off your head. The helmets of salvation, the blessed place of armor, the breastplate of righteousness. Make sure your feet are shod in this, and you got the shield of faith and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. One of my favorite chapters of the Bible. Put on the whole armor of God. That has gotten me through some tight places, some tough places in life. The whole armor of God. So I don't play with that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and read that, by the way, the whole armor of God. Because whole armor of God, the armor of God. Golly, New York is loud. Ephesians 6:10. So finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you may take stand against the devil's schemes. For we struggle not against flesh and blood, but against rulers and authorities and powers in the dark world, against spiritual forces of evil in heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the whole armor of God so that when the evil day comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you've done all you can do to stand firm with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness, with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition, you take up the shield of faith, that way you may extinguish all the flaming missiles of the evil one. Take upon the helmet of salvation, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in the Spirit on all occasions, in all prayers and requests, that with this mind be alert, keep praying for all Lord's people. That still moves. So, that song where when you've done all you can do, stand. I still can't listen to that song sometimes without getting emotional, because there's some dark times in life. There's some things that really mess with you as a person. So it's interesting that somebody put on the helmet of salvation. It's a joke because that person understood that in our culture, these things mean something. Ladies, let's fast forward. When Monique came and said about the bonnets, I've been saying it for the longest. Shout out to the bonnet brigade. Shout out to the bonnet crew. I mean, we've gotten to the point to where women are coming out of the house in night clothes. And it's like it's no big deal. And then some women actually came out in their bonnets acting like Monique said something wrong. hashtag mind your own business. And I'm like, wait a minute. I knew I may hear maybe some younger women say this. When I'm hearing women who are in their 40s, 50s, you gotta be ashamed of yourself. Grown women. And I said, so I posted a picture on Instagram. Ladies, is this what you're really fighting for? It got worse because then there were men who came out wearing bonnets attacking Monique.
Mm.
We have gotten beyond crazy at this point. Those guys are white knighting and simps galore.
Facts.
Ladies, you got men arguing against Monique, telling folks to hashtag mind your own business. So I got to ask the ladies a question. Hashtag mind your own business. I ask this question. Are modern women our, meaning men's business? Are you our business?
Of course. And I was telling someone this the other day, women expect men to put their lives on the line for them, but then can't tell them anything. So we got to die for you, but we have no real authority over you. And you know what I say? Authority without responsibility is slavery. So look, I'm willing, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing. Responsibility without authority is slavery. Sorry, it's opposite way around. I'm about to say authority without responsibility. That might be a good thing. No, but responsibility, right? The responsibility to protect someone's life with no say over what they do, that's just straight slavery. Or put it like this, responsibility for something that you have no authority over, that's straight slavery, right? You got to man the cotton fields, but it ain't your cotton, right? You got to milk the cows, but it ain't your cows, right? And so this is why people get paid for this type of labor, because if they didn't get paid for it, it'd be slavery. But what do men get paid for when we risk our lives? And how do we get paid back? We get paid back with disrespect, shame, and rudeness from women, unfortunately. So are you guys our business or not? Because if it's not our business, when someone's trying to do something to you, we should just turn our heads. Someone trying to kidnap you, rob you, mug you, do something to you, all men, we should just look away if it's none of our business. We can't say nothing about it.
And if so, please explain. That's what I'm asking. 358 responses. And of course, and the responses were mixed. So I also did a poll and I said, are modern women our, meaning men's business? Out of the 18,000 votes, 62% said modern women are not our business. And that seems to be the overwhelming response. That seems to be the overwhelming response, that modern women can do whatever they want. Modern women can do whatever they want. Let me see this real quick. Modern women can do whatever they want. That seems to be the thing. The women are just to the point to where can't nobody say nothing.
Nope.
Can nobody say nothing? Okay, well, if that's the case, if can't nobody tell you nothing, then don't be mad when you're out there unprotected. When everything you're out there, you're fighting for women who talk about hashtag mind your own business. You're fighting for the right to wear a bonnet to the airport. You're fighting for the right to wear pajama pants to the airport. I don't care if it's bonnets or head wraps. You shouldn't be wearing it in public anyway. So let me just go ahead and say this. My opinion is you look like a damn fool. But I want you to do this. I want you to Google, and this is also what I put on Instagram. What did I put on Instagram? Seeing as though so many people want to fight, as the image consultant, I know what I think. But on the professional side, just search blank women wearing bonnets and see what you find. Search white women wearing bonnets, Asian women wearing bonnets, Hispanic women wearing bonnets, Middle Eastern women wearing bonnets, and you won't find many. Matter of fact, that picture I showed was a white woman getting drugged for saying she invented the bonnet. You want to be taken, you talk about wanting to be taken seriously, and you're fighting for a right to wear a bonnet in public? Bonnet, pajamas, slipper, house shoes. Okay, cool. But then Don't be mad when you are with your bonnet, buy a dog and die alone. Because at the end of the day, and here's what we're not going to do. Here's what we're not going to do. We're not going to turn around and say, yeah, but what about men? What about men? Now, men get held accountable for their choices. This is straight up about the women.
Facts.
Because apparently, you know, I've been told, why are you talking to women? Why are you talking to the women? Why? Let women talk to the women. Okay, well, then when a woman goes to talk to the woman, y'all have the same damn response. And at the point, can anybody tell y'all what to do? Oh, I would say what your husband got to say, but you ain't got them. What your boyfriend's got to say. Don't have those either. Do y'all want any standard? Oh, you just want to be able to do whatever the hell you want to. Be as loud as you want to, look any way you want to, be as big as you want to, and everybody's supposed to accept it. Wrong. Absolutely wrong.
That's like saying, man, we should be allowed to be broke, out of shape, and smell as we want to, and every beautiful woman is still be knocking on our door looking to have amazing sex with us. Won't happen. It won't happen. Look, you can do anything you want in life, but there's consequences for every action, good or bad. You do good things in life, there's consequences for that. You do bad things in life, there's consequences for that. You take out the garbage, there's consequences for that. You forget to take out the garbage, there's consequences for that. You brush your teeth, there's consequences for that. You forget to brush your teeth, there's consequences for that. Everything is consequential. For some reason, modern women, I'm going to say this, modern women don't want no consequence. Listen, man, what a lovely life that must be to do something and have to pay no price. But let me tell you something. If somebody do something to you, you want consequences, right? You want to be able to call the cops. You want to be able to scream me too. You want the whole world to cancel them for messing with you. So you want consequences for men, but you don't want to give any consequences for yourself. Let's keep it real. Something's wrong with that.
The women, modern women, are you men's business? And for the women who say, mind your own business, then don't ever ask a man to protect you again. Do not ever ask, where's the protection? If you say, mind your own business, you forfeit your right to ever ask for protection.
Facts.
Because you cannot want men's protection without getting men's opinion. See, with a man's protection comes a man's structure. And see, that's what so many women want. You want the things that men provide. You want traditional men, but you want to be modern women. You want a man to be the traditional role, but you want to be modern women. To the point to where your grandmother, your great-grandmother, they would be embarrassed. Embarrassed. Oh, this woman said, my man, not yours. Well, now I tell you something. For all you women that say, your man's opinion matters and not men, then you better keep him in your purse and you better keep him around all the time. Because when he ain't around, if you only listen to your man, you forfeit your right to get men's protection from the group.
Facts.
So we're gonna handle it tonight. Y'all want your way. I'll respect my man. I'll smile at my man. I'll do this for my man. It's the same damn argument. You're unruly. You're difficult. You're argumentative. You're masculine. You're manly. You're manly, walking around with bonnets in your head and pajamas on and furry slippers, and you weigh more than your men. Let's just look at it. Take the average woman, and at your height, in our community, sadly, a woman, if a female tends to weigh more than men at their height. So you think you can do what a man can do. You think you can accomplish what a man can accomplish, but then stop asking for men's protection. Stop asking for men's provision. Stop asking the men to do anything. Because if the men can't put some standards on you, if the men can't put some requests, see, we're to the point to where a man it can't even be a request. See, other groups don't request, they demand. They demand that their women don't go out of the house looking that way because you represent us. But we're to the point to where we can't even ask our women. They'll tell you, mind your own business. Well, if you're not our business, don't get mad when you see Hakeem with Becky. If it's hashtag mind your own business, if hashtag men are trash, then don't get mad if he with Becky.
And I know a few Hakeems that love Becky's, right? And I'm not racist, right? And I don't prefer women that are of fair skin. I prefer women of my skin. And look, we all got preferences, right? But the idea is this. You want our protection. Women feel like men must protect them. We must risk our lives for them. But for what? For nagging, complaining, masculine women, right? That we can't tell nothing to. How is this a win-win situation? It's like a win-lose situation. Women win, men lose. And y'all like it like that. Because you're young and you think that every man wants to take a turn with you. You got your butt so big, you think every man wants a piece of that. But guess what? The high value men you're talking about, they done been had that before. They done had every flavor, baby. Every size, every shape. You ain't showing nothing new. And a lot of women, y'all think y'all so special, but y'all have the same equipment. I just want to keep it real. That's good news and bad news. The good news is Beyonce ain't got ish on you. The bad news is you ain't got ish on nobody else. That's the bad news. So if you think all you're bringing to the table is some one bum bum, right? An attitude, you got it wrong. We can't protect that, right? We can only protect those that are willing to listen to what we have to say, if that means protecting you might be costing us our life. All right, I'm going to stop the video right here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. 98 more subs till we hit 1,000 subscribers. That means YouTube going to start paying me 55%. So make sure you do it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Until next time, peace.